You've probably heard of the Harlem Globetrotters. If you haven't, they're basically a bunch of really talented basketball players, maybe not NBA level, but talented enough to put on a show for audiences. They're funny and do a ton of trick shots and plays to wow the crowd, and they become very popular over the years. Baseball kind of has their own version of that now, and they're called the Savannah Bananas. The Savannah Bananas are a team that plays in the Coastal Plain League, a league that consists of college players recruited around the country, and they hit with wooden bats. It's kind of like another version of the minor leagues, I guess? Anyway, they're a fun team to watch, and the numbers show it. The team was founded back in 2016 and has sold out every game since the first season in Savannah and every city on the Banana Ball World Tour, totaling over 150 sellouts. They've become quite popular, getting featured by ESPN, Sports Illustrated, and the Wall Street Journal because of the fun, goofy, quirky, and cool antics that they do. They've also become a hit on social media. The Bananas have 2.8 million followers on TikTok, which is more than any Major League Baseball team has. They have over 600,000 Twitter followers, which is more than several Major League Baseball teams, and over 100,000 Twitter followers. The Bananas motto is, "We make baseball fun, fans first, entertain always." To follow through with this motto, Savannah Bananas games are like no other. Seriously, you will not find another baseball event like this one. It's like a circus version of baseball, and you can take that in a good or bad way depending on how you view them. What makes this team so different from any other in the country are the really out there and fun, much different rules that they have. In Savannah, you will find dancing umpires, batters trying to hit while doing a split, players dancing to their walk-up songs before batting, a player walking out with a bat that's literally on fire, players dancing in the middle of a game on the field to Lizzo or Beyonce, and then getting the hitter to swing and miss, and so much more. It's a party. The Bananas also made history this season, putting in the tallest pitcher of all time.
It's time, making his pitching debut. Please welcome the world's tallest pitcher, Dakota Stilts Albright.
Take a look at Dakota making his banana ball pitching debut, and looks like he's got a decent leg kick for being on 4-foot stilts. And both runners off on the pitch, and a ground ball through second. Dalton Malden able to handle it. That'll do it. Stilts, he's able to throw it out. A third of an inning in the books. And the ERA is 0 for Dakota Albright.
As far as who wins the games, it all depends on how many innings were won. Whichever team scores more runs in an inning gets a point, and the team with the most points wins. There is a time limit of 2 hours, and after those 2 hours are up, no more innings can start, and there is a tiebreaker format that goes like this if the game is tied. Each team picks a pitcher and a hitter to face off, with the defensive team only having a catcher and pitcher in the field. If a hitter puts it in play, he has to make it home to get a point before the pitcher gets the ball and throws it to the catcher. If a pitcher gets a strikeout or throws the runner out before scoring, there's no point for the hitting team. The first team to prevent the other from scoring wins. That is certainly not all, so if you're not familiar with the Savannah Bananas, strap in. Hitters cannot step out of the batter's box. If they do, it's a strike. No bunting is allowed. In fact, if you do, this will happen.
Is he trying to bunt? Oh no! Oh my goodness gracious, and we have an ejection. Landry Mead, he's going to be tossed from this ball game for trying to lay down a bunt. That's rule number 4 in Banana Ball. If you try to bunt, you're gone.
Batters can steal first base. Yes, you heard that right. If a ball gets away on a wild pitch or pass ball, no matter what the count is, the hitter can run to first and try to make it before getting thrown out. There are also no walks, so if a pitcher throws ball 4, the batter takes off in a sprint toward first base while the catcher then throws the ball around to every defensive player on the field before it becomes live. The hitter is allowed to advance to as many bases as possible before the ball becomes live, and the ball doesn't have to touch the pitcher or catcher. No mound visits from any coaches or players are allowed, and what I'm about to tell you is by far my favorite and in my opinion the coolest rule of the entire thing. Fans can actually implement themselves into games and get guys out, but it's completely random. Whenever a hitter fouls a ball into the crowd, typically the at-bat continues and the ball is dead. Not in Savannah. With the Bananas, if a fan catches a foul ball, that hitter is out. There are also a ton of fun and interesting things going on throughout the game. For example, instead of playing the typical Take Me Out to the Ball Game during the 7th inning stretch, they play the song Yellow by Coldplay. Because of course they do. An ideal banana player, according to team head coach Tyler Gillum, is talented, tough, hardworking, selfless, and outgoing, and someone who isn't afraid of big moments on the field or to karaoke off of it. Gillum went on to say that some people think the Bananas only recruit guys who do dances or who are crazy and outgoing, and although that is part of it, you've got to be able to play, and that couldn't be more true. Despite all the goofy things they do, the Bananas are actually a good baseball team and have been since their inaugural season in 2016. They've gotten a ton of players drafted over the years, including 10 guys this very year. 3 of them were currently on the team when drafted by their respective major league organizations, with 7 of them being former players for the Bananas. The owner of the team, Jesse Cole, is the biggest advocate for making baseball fun and totally disregards baseball purists and traditionalists. He's even straight up said that his Bananas are not for traditional baseball fans, but more for a younger fan base that wants to come out, have fun, and enjoy the games. Fans have not left early and have all stayed to the end. Fans who also are now sending Cole new ideas and rules of their own that he could add to the games. My favorite quote from Cole is when he said that it's really a circus and a baseball game breaks out. That is the perfect way to sum up the Savannah Bananas. Let me know what you think about the Savannah Bananas. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.